I'm the only one like this in the entire cultivation world. Because the higher my actual cultivation level gets, the lower my displayed power appears to everyone else. In their eyes, I'm just a deadbeat loser with no future, a weak chi refining scrub, until the sect was on the brink of destruction, and I was forced to act. Had to block an earth deer attack using nothing but my chi refining power. Is that seriously all the gods got? A mortal body, yet divine. How is that even possible? Wait, is that really my timid senior brother? But I wasn't playing dumb or trying to hide my strength on purpose. I just figured out something about this twisted cultivation world. There's an iron rule nobody else knows about. The higher your level, the sooner you die. Every single cultivator in this world is basically a thief, and thieves get executed. No! Every 1,000 years, the Heavenly Tao launches a massive purge. Anyone above the nascent soul stage gets marked for death. They vanish or get vaporized by tribulation lightning. Everyone assumes they just failed their ascension. But only I know, the Heavenly Tao straight up ate them. Every cultivator in this world is destined to become fuel for the Heavenly Tao. On a dark and moonless night, I snuck to the back mountain's mass grave, dug a fresh hole like a pro, ready to bury a body. This old man in black robes had no breath left, but a faint red glow still swirled around his body. That's the signature body-shielding aura of a god transformation level powerhouse. Honestly though, he had it coming. He was a perfectly fine elder of the Bloodshaw sect. But no, he had to sneak into our Azure Cloud sect in the dead of night to steal that trash Everspring technique. Fine, stealing is one thing, but did he really have to cut straight through my vegetable garden and stomp all over my freshly planted okra? If not him, who else was I gonna kill? Looking at that peaceful expression on the corpse, the more I thought about it, the more ticked off I got. I gathered a wisp of ghostly blue flame in my hand, then flicked it right into the pit. That body, harder than 10,000-year black iron, turned to ash in an instant. Gotta cover your tracks, better safe than sorry, otherwise someone might find out and think I'm some kind of bloodthirsty maniac. After filling the hole back up, I instinctively looked up above my head, and my face went dead pale. My currently displayed cultivation level had jumped to Chi Refining Stage 3 at 99%. I frantically checked my Dantian. A massive ancient wheel, worn down by time, was slowly spinning in reverse. The reason I've managed to survive right under the Heavenly Tao's nose for 2,000 years is all thanks to this weird reverse spinning wheel inside me. The stronger my true cultivation, the lower my displayed level appears. The cultivation stages in this world go Chi Refining, Foundation Building, Golden Core, Nascent Soul, God Transformation, Void Refinement, Body Integration, Grand Completion, Tribulation Crossing, but under the Heavenly Tao's watch and interference, Peak God Transformation is the absolute ceiling for cultivators here, except for me, the freak of nature. Because my Chi Refining Stage 3 corresponds to a true cultivation level of body integration, that Extinction Dark Flame I just used. I went a little too hard with it. It purified my spiritual power just a tiny bit, bumping me from 98.999% all the way to 99% at Chi Refining Stage 3. If this keeps up, I'm about to break through to Grand Completion. Sure, dropping to Chi Refining Stage 2 would be safer, but the problem is the energy surge from that kind of breakthrough could easily be picked up by the Heavenly Tao. I really need to stop throwing hands so carelessly. Gotta go sleep this off ASAP, and let that tiny bit of gained cultivation fade away. Morning came in the blink of an eye. Azure Cloud Sect's Mountain Gate was wrapped in mist and clouds. As one of the most well-known righteous sects within 1,000 miles, Azure Cloud Sect commanded 72 spirit peaks, and my peak, Purple Pearl Peak, was the most run-down out of all 72, because there were only 3 people here. A master in endless seclusion who might already be dead, a junior sister obsessed with restoring Purple Pearl Peak's glory, and me, your humble, easygoing, non-violent senior brother. Right after waking up, I heard a loud argument echoing from halfway up the mountain. A fat guy in fancy robes was casually tossing around a few low-grade spirit stones, eyes full of sleazy arrogance, as he sized up the stunningly beautiful girl in front of him. The girl's name was Suchinge, the one and only junior sister of Purple Pearl Peak. Sect rules clearly state that every peak gets a base resource allocation no matter how many people are on it. On what grounds are you cutting ours? Ha, on what grounds? Simple, because everyone on Purple Pearl Peak is trash. Your so-called master has been in seclusion for 10 straight years, probably rotting away in there. And your senior brother Lu Chen? He's worse than a stray dog. 10 years in the sect and still stuck at Chi Refining Stage 3. All he does is sleep, or scavenge junk at the mass grave. Word is, just yesterday he went down the mountain to fight some peasant over a beggar's chicken. He's an absolute disgrace to every cultivator alive. How dare you talk about my senior brother like that? But Zhao Hu just sneered with total contempt. A measly early foundation building cultivator, actually thinking she could take him on? Please. Wei Ya at mid-foundation building casually raised his hand. One swing sent a blast of wind flying, instantly knocking the sword clean out of Suchinge's hand. Zhao Hu still wasn't letting up. He conjured a ball of blazing red fire in his palm and was about to slam it into her without mercy. Right at that critical moment, I pretended to trip and slid straight into Zhao Hu's crotch. Zhao Hu instantly lost every bit of his power. Felt like he just got steamrolled by a prehistoric wild bull before he could even react. He went flying like a kite with a snapped string and slammed hard into the cliff face in the distance, knocked out cold on impact. Dead silence fell over the whole scene. What just happened? How did Brother Hu just go flying like that? Ugh, what kind of inconsiderate jerk. Leaves watermelon rinds just lying around? It had to be right when Brother Hu was channeling his energy. Lu Chen the deadbeat bumped into his pressure point by total accident. Completely knocked his chi out of whack. Yeah, with that pathetically weak chi refining stage 3, There's no way he actually beat Brother Hu. Total dumb luck. Stop standing around. Let's bounce. What if that guy wakes up and tries to pin this all on us? If Senior Brother hadn't stumbled into that by accident, I definitely would have gotten hurt. He rushed out to save me, putting himself at risk like that, even if it was in the most clumsy way imaginable, by falling. Senior Brother, don't go down the mountain anymore. I'll train hard and protect you. Once I reach the Golden Core stage, nobody will dare mess with Purple Pearl Peak again. I paused in my tracks at those words, the corner of my mouth curling up without me even noticing. In this messed up cultivation world, the only one I actually care about might just be this naive, pure-hearted little junior sister. Right then, an authoritative voice boomed across all of Azure Cloud Sect. By the Sect Master's order, in 3 days the 5 great sects will jointly open the Hidden Dragon Secret Realm. Each peak must send 2 disciples at Chi Refining Stage 3, or above, to participate. Those who refuse will be removed from their peak's roster. My face went dark immediately. All I wanted was to lay low and stay off the radar. Then I noticed my junior sister also looked a little annoyed. She mentioned offhandedly that the Holy Son of Heavenly Tao Sect, Xiao Tianhe, would apparently be there too. The moment I heard that name, my brow furrowed hard. This Xiao Tianhe, the Holy Son of Heavenly Tao Sect, the #1 sect in the Canopy domain, called a once-in-a-century, one-of-a-kind genius, born with a pair of illusion-breaking golden eyes that can see through every deception in the world. Looks like I need to be fully prepared, because against those innate divine eyes, there's still a 1 in 10,000 chance he could blow my cover. Late that night, I quietly snuck to a forbidden cold pond deep in the back mountain and placed 9,199 ceiling restrictions on myself, compressing my spiritual power output down to nothing more than a single droplet's worth. Meanwhile, an invisible flying vessel was hovering tens of thousands of meters in the air. A handsome young man stood on the deck, none other than the Holy Son of Heavenly Tao Sect, Xiao Tianhe. At that moment, he was investigating the disappearance of the Bloodshaw Sect Elder. The sect leader has already confirmed the last place the Bloodshaw Sect Elder's aura was detected last night was right here behind Azure Cloud Sect's back mountain. No signs of a fight at the scene, only an extremely faint trace of fire-type spiritual energy left behind. Faint? Something that could incinerate a god transformation cultivator to ash in an instant? Not even the soul could escape. And you're calling that faint? Forgive my inadequacy, but the residual aura truly was only around Chi refining level in intensity. That's exactly what makes it strange. The great Tao is simple. Back to basics. To control power down to that degree, it means whoever threw that strike has a cultivation level already far beyond our imagination. That person bathing over there, is that the senior brother of Purple Pearl Peak, Lu Chen? Yes, according to our records, this man is a complete and total deadbeat. 10 years in the sect with 0 accomplishments. Cowardly by nature. Terrified of death. A deadbeat. Soaking in water from melted 10,000-year black ice, without even flinching. Even a foundation-building cultivator would be frozen solid in an instant. Interesting. This guy is either a body cultivation genius with an insane physical constitution, or he's the exact variable we've been looking for. Pass the word down. In this secret realm trial, keep a close eye on senior brother Lu Chen. I want to see, when we push him into a corner, what kind of surprise he's gonna give us. Great, I'm already on someone's radar. Since I can't dodge this, I'll just have to switch up my game plan. The Hidden Dragon Secret Realm is an isolated space. It cuts off Heavenly Tao detection completely, so letting loose a little in there might not be so bad. An idea quickly clicked in my head. I pulled out a crumpled mask from my chest, made it randomly one time when I was bored. Put it on, and nobody below grand completion can see through my identity. Out here, sure, call me a Chi refining deadbeat, I don't care. But once I step into that secret realm, I'll be the Grim Reaper, harvesting lives. Just hope nothing dumb decides to come mess with me in there. In the blink of an eye, the day the secret realm opened arrived. Thousands of disciples from the 5 great sects gathered with burning excitement in their eyes. The entrance was a massive spatial vortex, radiating an ancient primordial energy. Once inside the secret realm, everyone will be teleported to a random location. The realm stays open for 7 days. After 7 days, the exit will reopen. If you can't make it back in time, you'll be trapped inside forever and become Demon Beast dinner. There's also a sealed terror within. Under no circumstances venture into the core zone. I was standing at the very back of the crowd, covered head to toe in talismans and protective charms, giving off a very strong I am fragile and terrified of dying vibe. Then I pulled out a jade pendant and handed it to my junior sister, and in a dead serious tone told her, once you're in, just find somewhere to hide, that's it. If you run into danger, crush this jade pendant immediately. First thing. Got it, but I still want to go gather some spirit herbs to refine pills for senior brother to strengthen his body. Hearing that,